Another question that can be asked is what is a DD statement? So far we have covered like exec, job card, refer back, and so on, anything, right? So the another question that can be simple question can be asked is what is DD statement in a JCL? So normally we can say like DD statement is a data descriptor which has DD names and which has DD operands and disposition parameters. So hey, in the DD statement that's completely deal with the data. So the first thing what we can do is we using a DD statements we can create a files. I mean if you are trying to create a file, so what you can do, you have to specify all the properties related to the FUT file, right? If you are creating a new file, so you'll be specifying like a space parameters, DCP parameters, unit parameters, right? So that is one thing if you are creating a new file. And if you want to if you want to use an existing file, so then you have another disposition parameters, that is disp equal to share, pass, right, old. So these are the other things that you can use in a DD statements. So normally you can say like we use a DD statement to pass some input to the specific utility or a program. If my utility is to create a new file, so I need to specify a file properties related to that. For example, IEFBR 14 is there, so I need to specify either to creating a PS file or a PDS file. So I need to specify the specific parameters. I mean I can say properties of that specific file. And at the same time, so DD description will have DD descriptor will have DD name defined. Unlike step will have a step name, job will have a job name, and at the same time DD will have its DD name. So ranging from 1 byte to maximum of 8 bytes that we can mention this as well. And DD names, is it a system defined or an user defined? So you can mention it as a we have system defined DD names and we have user defined DD names as well. For example, when you are using a sort card, right, sort utility, so you will be using a sort in and sort out as a system defined DD names. And not only this, sysprint, sysout, so these are the different system defined DD name that we use, right? And if you're writing a COBOL program, you have your own logical DD names defined there, and you will map it to the JCL. So you will be having your own user defined DD name as well created. So this is how you can explain about the DD statement if you are explaining in detail. So better always explain in detail so that the interviewer will also get impressed on the way that you present, right? And another question that can be asked is what are the different types of files used? Okay, now you're saying that DD statements are there, so this is what, that's the explanation is perfect. You have explained me very well. So the next question comes up, what are the different types of files you used? So you can mention like I have used a fixed block, variable block, FBA, VBA, and undefined block. What is fixed block when we use? So when we have a flat file receiving with a comma delimited or a space delimited or a tab delimited spaces, so we receive the files in the fixed block. And at the same time variable block as well if you have a variable size records. And FBA is something that where we see is when you especially have the reports, so then you will be having a FBA and VBA. And undefined block is something where all the load modules, so those all comes under UB, right? Okay, if you look at this particular JCL, right, so DD name, so I'm defining the system defined user defined DD name, and at the same time you will be having a system defined DD name. So sysprint, sysout, dump, these are like routing the diagnostic messages of this particular utility in the spool so that you can see that specific message. So everything is data, right? So either it can be something log information, message information, or it can be related to the file that you are using it. So here specifically we are creating a file. So what DD if you are defining a file, so as I said, so you will be having a disposition parameter, space parameter, unit parameter, and a DCP parameter. What is disposition? To disposition is to mention what is this file about. This file is going to create a new file and it is going to catalog. If it is there is any error, it is going to delete that. So this is about the disposition parameter. And space can be like blocks, tracks, cylinders, you can specify that. So here I mentioned tracks, and if the volume is more we can mention the cylinder, and it's a primary quantity and the primary space and the secondary space. and release the memory when it is not used. And unit depends upon the project to project, so they can specify. Even if you don't specify this, the default unit will be applied. And DCB, data control block, so here we specify the actual properties, that is what type of data set you are creating, a PS file or a partitioned data set, what file. So it's a PS file. And what is the record format? It's a fixed block, variable block, fixed block attribute, so those things. And then next comes the logical record length, the record length of this particular file. And then comes the block size. So normally into 10 we applied, so don't do that. So by block size, just specify it as 0, so that it will take the system allocated block size. So this is how you can explain about the DD statement. As I said, so DD statement can have a system defined DD name and also the user defined DD name. And you can explain about the properties if you are trying to create a file. So what are the different parameters that comes up, like disposition, space, unit, DCB, all these things comes up.